Street Lincoln Navigator at Capital City Ford in Lincoln. Every time you approach your Lincoln, you'll receive a re-carpet welcome. Twin turbocharged 3.5 V6 engine with auto start-stop technology. You'll travel confidently with technology that meets all your needs. Now you can get the 2023 Navigator for 5.9% at 72 months. Stop in to see the full vehicle lineup at Capital City Ford in Lincoln. Capital City Ford in Pierre, South Dakota.
With our new online loan application, you can go to our website and apply for a loan when it's most convenient for you. We make getting loan approval fast and easy. Our local lenders are available to assist you if you have any questions. We make it pain-free to get that loan you've been wanting. We're an equal housing lender. Oahe Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union since 1955. Federally insured by NCUA.
The best way to get through winter is to start planning for spring. And Grossenberg has new Honda walk-behind self-propelled mowers in stock. 3 models to choose from, residential up to commercial grade, starting at $900. Each mower features a powerful, reliable Honda GVC 200 engine, cruise control, and roto-stop technology that allows you to step away from the mower without stopping the engine. Get ready for spring with a new Honda mower from Grossenberg. Stop by one of our 9 locations today or go to grossenberg.com for more details.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your team or reach the region and state. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Todd Sandel today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
At Ringneck Energy, their mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of their investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida, South Dakota. Call 605-945-6900 or check ringneckenergy.com. A proud supporter of local schools and wishes all students the best of luck in all their activities during the school year, creating economic opportunities in our community.
Ready to gain an edge in your career? Tide Machinery's Service Technician Apprenticeship Program is designed for anyone wishing to become a diesel mechanic working on Case IH equipment through full-time, on-the-job training. Enjoy hands-on work experience, learn from factory-trained service experts, and apply your knowledge from school directly to your work with this unique program opportunity. Become a titan in the industry and grow with a dealership that invests in you at Tide Machinery, Highmore, Miller, and Pierre, your local Case IH dealer. Visit TitanMachinery.com/careers to learn more.
The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs, there's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Wow, Bill, you're walking so much better. What did you do?
Well, I got so tired of the pain and nearly fell. And one of my friends recommended physical therapy at Winter Physical Therapy. And you know what? My back also stopped hurting.
Huh. So how did you get started?
My doctor wrote me a referral, but that's not always needed. Turns out you always have a choice where you want to go.
So why did you choose Winter Physical Therapy?
I love to support our locally owned small businesses, and quite frankly, they give great personalized care.
Winter Physical Therapy. Exceptional care.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
For over 70 years, Pitt's Design Build has earned our reputation locally for serving communities across South Dakota. We provide design and building services for schools, hospitals, churches, commercial offices, multifamily housing, and so much more. Pitt's Design Build is conveniently located in Pierre, Mitchell, and Sioux Falls to serve you and your organization. We bring value to our clients by facilitating the design and/or construction process. Give us a call today and check us out at pittsdesignbuild.com for a free building consultation.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierce, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
DRG Media Group Sports is the official voice of the Pierre Governors.
Our hash mark over the middle and wide open at the 30-yard line. Carter shuffle by, touchdown. Here's Olson, plenty of time, 3 seconds, gets to shoot, and it's good for 3.
From football, volleyball, and soccer to basketball, wrestling, and softball, follow the Pierre Governors on the official voice of the Govs, River 92.7, and also on the River 92.7 page of the DRG News smartphone app and drgnews.com.
Briggs Trucking and Construction in Fort Pierre provides quality freight transportation services, cargo hauling, excavation, and demolition services. They also specialize in dirt and gravel work for everything from commercial work to new construction. Briggs Trucking and Construction will haul everything from light poles to farm and agricultural supplies. The bigger the job or the bigger the load, the better, as that is where their expertise really shines. Contact Briggs Trucking and Construction at 605-280-2848 or email them at cbriggs25@pi.midco.net to visit about your next project.
Graham Tire of Pierre is your premier hometown shop, specializing in tires to fit vehicles, from ATVs to large farm equipment and everything in between. At your tire store next door, you can find a plethora of brand name tires that range from 4 to 10 ply and much more. Our highly skilled technicians can handle brakes, heating, and air conditioning. Call us today at 224-8643 or visit us at grahamtire.com. Graham Tire is a proud sponsor of Pierre and surrounding communities' local activities.
Scott Darnell with Lee Real Estate in Pierre is ready to help you find your dream home. There are 10 things you need to do to buy or sell your home. Number 1, call him at 605-220-2676, and he'll handle the other 9. As your resident realtor on a bike, he will make buying or selling your home feel like a walk in the park, not an Ironman triathlon. Find him on Facebook or email scott@LeeRealEstatePierre.com. Lee Real Estate and Scott are proud sponsors of Central South Dakota Youth Sports and Events broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Dakota Pro Air is a locally family-owned business that has been taking care of farmers' aerial needs since 2020. With locations in Letcher and Miller, Dakota Pro Air is able to provide service to a large area. Ground conditions too wet, or just don't want those sprayer tracks in your field? Give Dakota Pro Air a call for all your chemical and fertilizer application needs at 605-248-2314.
Olson Plumbing in Pierre provides complete plumbing and drain cleaning services to commercial and residential customers. Olson Plumbing understands how the simple things in life are often the things we can't live without, and running water is the top of the list. Olson Plumbing offers 24/7 emergency services, and they can be at your location in under an hour in most cases. If you need help with your plumbing system, call Olson Plumbing 605-224-6436.
You asked for it. Nonstop flights between Pierre and Minneapolis. Now you can book nonstop flights from Pierre to Minneapolis and Denver on Denver Air Connection. 1-hour flights on 50-passenger jets with fares starting at just $119 one way. Seats are limited and restrictions apply. Business, pleasure, a game, a winter getaway. It's easy when you fly from Pierre. Visit DenverAirConnection.com/Expedia to book your trip today. Skip the drive. Fly from Pierre Regional Airport. Minneapolis flights begin November 30th.
In a world that's always moving, your journey matters. And at Iverson Auto Group, we're here to get you on the road with a great selection of new and used vehicles and trailers, and keep you on the road with top-notch service, maintenance, and support. Every mile of your journey, the experienced team at Iverson Auto in Mitchell and Huron are here to help. Visit us in Mitchell and Huron or start your search at iversonauto.com to begin your journey today.
At Jan Bussey Ford & Highmore, they've been building partnerships for life by treating customers right, offering a low-pressure sales process, no haggling over price, passing low overhead savings on, and providing a Ford-certified service department fixing it right the very first time. If you're looking for a new Ford, a quality pre-owned vehicle, a new or used ATV, or a trailer, stop by Jan Bussey Ford & Highmore and experience the difference.
Jan Bussey Ford, building partnerships for life.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box.
Kruger Contracting, Century Business Products, and the Brittany Shufflebine Agency, LLC. Coverage of Governor Sports also brought to you by Dakota Mart, Access Health, May Adam, TMA, Graham Tire, First Dakota National Bank, and Avera Health. And Governor Sports, also brought to you in part by Slumberland Furniture in Pierre, American Bank and Trust, the Pierre Regional Airport, Oahe Federal Credit Union, Ramkota Hotel, Xander Auto Parts, Ferding Electric, Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, Bauman Lumber, Wagner Auto, Kathy Sonnenschein Properties, and Black Hills Federal Credit Union of Pierre. Coverage of high school sports on River 92.7 is brought to you by these special in-game sponsors. Bank West, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, Central Dakota Eye Care, Envirotech, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, by Comtech, Coca-Cola Bottling, Wealth Partners, Ameriprise Financial, Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg, Hermanson Endodontics, Cowboy Country Stores, and Gale's Gas Service in Pierre.
Now, Pierre Governor Basketball.
And hello, everybody. We welcome you into the Bank West pregame show. They just wrapped up the C game, varsity game to follow. Hello, everybody. I'm Justin Cowart. The Gov C team gets the 48-38 or 43-38 win over the Sioux Falls Lincoln Patriots. And now we are getting set for some varsity action after an absolute thriller last night. If you didn't get to catch the Govs versus the Mitchell Colonels, boy, you missed out. The Governors had a 20-point lead in that game, but the Colonels fighting hard to come back. They cut this thing down into a one-possession game, but a stop by Addison Soma and a block by Grace Richter underneath secured the win for the Govs, and it was a big one in terms of standings. The Govs were sitting at 7th in Region AA. That win boosted them up to 6th as they look to host a home playoff game here in a couple weeks when the playoffs get underway. As I mentioned, folks, I'm Justin Cowart. We've got Brian Menning on the camera on drgnews.com. Buy a live ticket. And William Wilson back in the studio keeping us up on air. And I want to welcome you to the Bank West pregame show. This one's going to be a little bit different here this afternoon. Always tough when you've got a emotional victory, late night game, and then have to come back earlier on in the morning. We talked to head coach Kirk Beow, a little bit of that. We'll get to that here in a moment before with our keys to success, sponsored by Central Dakota Eye Care. But first, we want to remind you, if you're listening on River 92.7 this afternoon, you can download the DRG News app and bounce around from game to game. We often have multiple games going on across our airwaves, so download the DRG News app to make your listening experience much more streamlined and much more enjoyable. Well, good crowd on hand. Some folks still making their way out here to TF Riggs High Arena. South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds you, don't veer for deer, slow down and stay alert. Well, this has been a tough campaign for the Sioux Falls Lincoln Patriots as they are looking for their second win on the season. They sit at 1-16. But they graduated a lot of players here in years past, and they're still trying to find their footing and playing in an incredibly tough region here in Region AA. But as for the Governors, everything that they hope for is still sitting in front of them, and they are closing out the regular season strong. And, we get to, as I mentioned, talk with Kirk Beow a little bit here as we'll get to our keys to success in a moment. But this is going to be an important matchup here for the Governors. This is a game that they should win this afternoon, but, it's always tough when you have a big game the night before like they did last night. Maybe one of their most important games all season in terms of time of the year and where they sat in the playoff rankings and the standings in Region AA. That game was incredibly massive. That's one that they had been looking forward to for some time, and then you have to come back an early afternoon start and, the next day against an opponent that, is struggling in the season. Often teams can maybe overlook that opponent, and Kirk Beow is going to try and avoid that today. So, folks, let's get to our keys to success. Before we do that, let's hear a word from our friends who sponsor our keys to success, our friends at Central Dakota Eye Care.
Did you know 16 million Americans suffer from dry eye? Hi, this is Dr. Nick Marso of Central Dakota Eye Care. Along with providing comprehensive eye exams evaluating vision and health of your eyes, we now offer IPL dry eye treatments. OptiLight IPL is a new, innovative light therapy treatment for dry eye and is FDA approved. Also available at our clinic are dry eye products and supplements. Call us today, 224-6128 for more information and to schedule an appointment. Central Dakota Eye Care, 640 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Better vision for a great life.
And now, head coach of the Pierre Governors, Kirk Beow. Here with head coach Kirk Beow down on the floor ahead of tip-off. Coach, let's go back to last night. Emotional game. You guys are up 20 points. Last-second victory, and you were the first one out onto the floor. You beat your girls off the bench. Can you just talk about the emotions and how exciting that finish was?
Yeah, there's a lot that goes into that. Obviously, I don't know if you watch me. I'm not typically like that. I'm I mean, not inside, but on the outside, pretty laid back, I think. But I mean, it was a game where I mean, it's always they're all big games, but it's they're up there in the standings. But more than that, it's just I have a ton of respect for Mitchell because what they do is the reason why they're so good is because they play so hard. So I knew that in order for us to have an opportunity to win, our girls were going to have to play extraordinarily hard. So I mean, it was just exciting and an intense battle and emotional, obviously, with Kim Davis and Pink Knight, and we've just been battling injuries and sickness, and every day has been a challenge. So I think sometimes all that stuff kind of builds up, and that's that's what you see, that's what you get.
Did you go back and watch the last couple seconds of that game yet?
I went home and I had to watch some Lincoln, but I flipped through it a little bit.
You were out there on the floor. It was as if you had just won the game for your girls. It was such an exciting finish. Really tough to kind of bounce back, come back for an early game the following day. How do you guys keep the focus and keep grinding with a few really important regular season games left?
Yeah, well, I mean, I would say one more thing about last night. If me getting excited like that takes anything away from our girls, then I regret that, because everything should have been our girls and what they did. It's always about them, not about me. So if I detracted away from everything that they did, that was not my intention. But yeah, you're right. The bounce back is that's the challenge. Like, if we don't take care of business today and come out and do what we're supposed to do, then last night doesn't mean a whole lot.
I think a lot of people would have had an issue if you weren't out on the floor showing that type of joy and excitement. So there was nothing wrong with how you reacted after that win last night. You talked about some injuries. Gracelyn Taylor comes back, has a good night defensively again. Lennox Dupree, not her normal self last night. She's been dealing with things. It's just kind of bumps and bruises at this point in the season. But are we looking at full strength here this afternoon?
Oh, I mean, full strength might be a little bit of a stretch. But, with Lennox, I think the game dictated a little bit different. Like, that's the great thing about Lennox. She can do so many different things to help win a game. So with the way they play their defense with man pressure, we needed to be someone that could handle that and get us into stuff. And that was kind of what we needed from her in order to be successful last night. So, she might not have put up the 20 points that you're used to seeing, but, we definitely don't win that game without her. So, hopefully we're working more towards being 100%. I don't think we're there yet, but we just got to finish the weekend off and then keep working towards getting to 100%.
Best of luck, Coach. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
That was head coach Kirk Beow. Big thanks to him for giving us some time. And, if anybody had a problem with the way that Kirk Beow reacted on the floor last night after an emotional victory, my email is sports@dakotaradiogroup.com. You can email me directly. He has a passion for his team, loves this team, and only wants to see them succeed. There's a lot of hours, a lot of grinding blood, sweat, and tears put in to this squad this season, and there was absolutely nothing wrong with Kirk Beow showing some emotion like that. He was just overjoyed for his team, not for himself. Kirk Beow wants to do one thing. He wants to see his girls succeed. He wants to make better players, better young women, instilling character, and there is nobody better at doing that job than head coach Kirk Beow. About the most laid-back person you'll ever meet, but when he talks and you see the way he coaches his girls, he cares only about his girls and their success. So there was absolutely nothing wrong with the way that Kirk Beow celebrated with his girls last night. And as I mentioned, I think it would have been more of a problem if Kirk Beow was like, ho-hum, oh, we just won the game. No, absolutely not. Kirk Beow was so thrilled, not for himself, but for his girls and for this school. And it was an emotional night last night. It was Dunk on Cancer night, Play for Pink night, and, of course, mourning the loss of Kim Davis, who was a mother, a grandmother, a teacher here in this Fort Pierre community, and a just kind of a fixture here in this community as well. So there was a lot that was behind that game last night. So big thanks to Kirk Beow. And you know what? We hope to see that same passion here on this afternoon, and he should not be apologizing for hiding that. And I don't think anybody in this building wearing Governor Green has an issue with it. So keep on coaching hard, Kirk Beow. All right, folks, we're going to take one quick break. When we come back, we'll introduce you to the starting lineups here tonight. We'll meet our game officials, and we'll get this thing tipped off. You're listening to the pregame show sponsored by Bank West, ahead of the Sioux Falls Lincoln Patriots visiting the Pierre Governors right here on River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
From the early days.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Being local means more than being just another small-town business. It means showing up for our member owners when they need us, supporting the organizations that empower the next generation of community leaders and agriculturalists, and providing resources to help ensure the communities we live in are here for generations to come. At AgTegra Cooperative, local isn't just about where our locations are. It's about serving our farmers, our employees, and our communities in ways that nobody else will.
Hey Josie, why so glum, chum? I can't find a way to get my whole group to one spot without taking all these cars. You haven't heard of Denwall Transportation? They have luxury seating buses with air conditioning, outlets to charge your phone, and other must-haves for traveling. Whoa, no way! Yeah, you should check them out. Where can I find them? You can follow them on Facebook or denwalltransportation.com, or hey, let's give them a call at 605-532-3836. Denwall Transportation, let us do the driving.
Now's your chance for a great deal on smoking fast fiber internet from Venture Communications. Upgrade to the speed you need, up to 1 gig. And with whole home Wi-Fi included as part of your service, experience no-lag gaming, your favorite music, web surfing, HD video streaming, and connect to the latest smart devices. If you're ready for an upgrade, call or visit Venture Communications online.
Allied Plumbing and Heating is your contact for business, farm, commercial, and residential plumbing needs located in Pierre. No job is too big or small for Allied. Put our over 50 years of experience to work for you. At Allied Plumbing and Heating, the only surprise we want for our customers is how fast they get the job done. That's why we offer free estimates on every single service, no hidden charges. Give them a call today at Allied Plumbing and Heating. Remember, you can rely on your allies.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box.
92.7, they sponsor our starting lineup. So let's meet the starting fives for both squads. And as always, we'll start with the visiting Sioux Falls Lincoln Patriots, who are led by head coach Zach Wessels, and they will be starting 2 sophomores here this afternoon, starting with 5'6" guard Emerson Robertson. Another sophomore guard at 5'6", Casey Adler getting the start. Jersey Cool, a senior at 5'4", playing guard. Adeline Roth, another senior at 5'9", and the forward, Kira Lubavitch, a senior at 5'10", will be getting the start here this afternoon as well. That completes the starting 5 for the Lincoln Patriots. Here for your home team, Pierre Governors, Miss Lennox Dupree, Hillary Larson, Graceland Taylor, the 3 outside getting the start. We expect Addison Soma and Grace Richter to be playing down low here this afternoon. And as always, of course, the Pierre Governors are head by head coach Kirk Beow. Well, both teams are down on the floor getting loosened up. The officials are watching on intently as they have yet to shed the jackets, but they will be doing so shortly. So let's meet our introduction of game officials. That's sponsored by our friends at the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection.
Every day, you share personal information about yourself with others. You may write a check, charge fuel, rent a car, mail your tax return, schedule a doctor's appointment, or post something on social media. Each transaction may share some sort of personal information, such as bank or credit card account numbers, social security numbers, name, address, or phone number. There are unscrupulous individuals, identity thieves, targeting these routine transactions, trying to gain your information to commit fraud. If you think someone has stolen your identity, contact Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986.
And tonight's officials for this afternoon game will be Mr. Corey Edson, Mr. Mark Logan, Mr. Lewis Young. We had Lewis Young here in the building last night. He was there for the thrilling finish to that Mitchell Colonels game. Massive win for the Governors. They absolutely needed it. It's not that they needed that game, but it's really interesting how losses can affect you so much more than wins at this point in the season. So the Govs now just trying to find their way out through the end of this regular season. And we'll look ahead at the rest of this regular season here for the Pierre Governors as they are closing out with Watertown at the end of the year. But between then, they host Sioux Falls Jefferson after they take on Lincoln today, and they'll go on the road with Sioux Falls Roosevelt on the 28th. But you got to feel like their biggest test of the season came last night, and they passed that test. Well, let's see if they can pass this one here this afternoon as we're a couple minutes away from our Comtech tip-off. We're going to take one more break as they will announce the starting lineups, and we'll have our national anthem when we come back. Regional high school girls basketball here on a Saturday afternoon for you live on River 92.7 and streaming on drgnews.com.
Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor, and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies, such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Protect what matters most with the Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, American Family Insurance. Our personalized insurance solutions ensure you're covered, no matter what life throws your way. From home and auto to farm, commercial, and life, we tailor policies to fit your unique needs. With our dedicated team and exceptional service, you'll have peace of mind knowing you're in good hands. Contact the Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, LLC.
Best of luck in today's competition to the Pierre Governors from Black Sheep Agronomy, your local agronomy experts. Black Sheep Agronomy wants you to have a successful farm plan, and they're focused on products and practices that work in this region. As community members themselves, Tyler, Tice, and Austin support area students who work hard in their school and extracurricular activities. Good luck, Governors from Black Sheep Agronomy. Call 842-6104 for all your agronomy needs.
Stay in a beautiful Black Hills vacation home, the Summit on Dancing Sky near Leeds, South Dakota, in the popular Powder House Pass development. It's a modern rustic design with over 5,000 square feet, 6 bedrooms, and 5 baths for you to enjoy. You'll get gorgeous views of the Terry Peak Mountain Range. There's a community pool to enjoy, and you're close to all the attractions like Deadwood, Sturgis, Spearfish, and a whole lot more. The Summit on Dancing Sky. Visit them at dancingsky.com.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Getting ready to head out to the game or getting back afterwards? DJ Senix is a must before or after your travels. DJ Senix has a great selection of hot and cold snacks. They're second to none for your choice of hot or cold beverages too. And when you're heading out, be sure to fuel up with quality from the pumps at DJ's with 3 different grades. Back late? No problem. DJ's features pay at the pump convenience 24 hours a day. DJ Senix, 507 West Sioux and Pierre. Your choice for quality service and selection.
At Dakota Behavioral
Health. To
Health.
the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Acting on Facebook.
Century Business Products is a proud supporter of South Dakota High School athletics and proud to provide the most reliable Kyocera copiers and printers to schools and businesses in the area, all backed by their 5-time nationally awarded Kyocera servicing team. Are you looking to control color cost? Looking to reduce printers? Are you looking for more efficient ways to scan documents? Or maybe you'd like to become more paperless? Look no further than Century Business Products. Call 800-529-1950 and see how they're powering business technology.
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. For auto, home, business, and life, contact us today. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance, Life Mutual, Standard of Ohio and Wisconsin Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Call the Brittany Shufflebine Agency, LLC, with offices in Pierre, Oneida, and Gettysburg.
Welcome back, folks. We are getting set here for tip-off. They just announced the starting five for the Sioux Falls Lincoln Patriots, and now the home team, Pierre Governors, are being announced. Good crowd on hand here for a Saturday afternoon. You might have been expecting Brian Oakland to be calling this one here live. He is reporting on all the regional and state wrestling action going on across the state here this afternoon. I'll remind you the starting five for the Sioux Falls Lincoln Patriots: Emerson Robertson, Casey Adler, Jersey Cool. We believe Adeline Ross and Kenya Harris will be getting the start, as well as Kira Lubavitch. For the Pierre Governors, it's the normal starting five: Lennox Dupree, Emery Larson, Graceland Taylor, Grace Richter, and Addison Soma, led by head coach Kirk Beow. Govs will be here in their home whites with Pierre arched across the chest in Governor green with their numerals in green underneath as well. Trim in green with the Pierre P on the right side of the shorts. Sioux Falls Lincoln with the baby blues on the road today. Lincoln arched across the chest in white, numerals in white outlined by red. Our officials are headed out onto the floor. Kirk Beow with his final words of instruction for his team. It'll be Kenya Harris taking the tip with Graceland Taylor at mid-court. The student section, we can hardly see them. They're decked out in camo today. Played for Pink Night last night. A lot of pink in the building, and now a lot of camo. Here is, I know the folks around South Dakota didn't have to dig too far down into the dresser for the camo. Tip is up, and we are underway here from TF Riggs. And the opening tip won by Kenya Harris. It'll be Kira Lubavitch dribbling to the left, kick to the court. Here's a three-pointer from Jersey Cool, and that is knocked down. So quick opening shot goes down for the Lincoln Patriots. That's a good start for this squad, looking for their second win on the season. Tough region to play in, especially after graduating a lot of talent. Lennox Dupree trying to answer that three. That one was blocked a bit by Kira Lubavitch. And I believe it was blocked, but the way Lennox Dupree reacted, I think she was a little bit embarrassed maybe because that ball missed everything. And she's still smiling and laughing about it, so that leads me to believe maybe that one wasn't tipped, and that was just kind of a glitch in the system for Lennox Dupree. You know how great of an outside shooter she is. You rarely see that. Govs got a turnover down on the defensive end. They're back to work on offense. Emery Larson's got it on the elbow. Kick to Larson back to the top of the key from Lennox Dupree. That three-pointer is off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Lubavitch, the 5'10 senior. From my perspective here, the Govs are attacking from left to right. The Lincoln Patriots from right to left. Listening on your radio dial, we had another tie-up down low. This one will stay here with the Lincoln Patriots. Last one went the Governor's direction, so two tie-ups already here in the opening minute. Now the inbound pass picked off by Dupree. She deflected it right to Emery Larson. Govs defense has been outstanding all season long, kind of been their trademark along with outside shooting. Here's Addison Soma down in the paint, a little bit too strong off the glass. Patriots back with it, coming down the floor. Cool dribbling with the right hand. Gives off to Ross. Ross down low to Lubavitch. Lubavitch kicks it back out into the corner for Ross. He tried to feed it down into the paint for Kira Lubavitch, and that was deflected away by Grace Richter. Lubavitch standing 5'10", looks taller than 5'10" from up here. Going up against 5'7" Grace Richter, so that'll be a battle to keep an eye on here this afternoon. Richter, a great defender, had the game-winning block last night to secure the win for the Govs. Here's a fight just underneath the free throw line as the ball was jarred loose and down on the floor. Going down to the hardwood was Emerson Robertson and Lennox Dupree. Another jump ball, this time favoring the Govs. Dupree peeking over to the Governor bench to get the Play call from Kirk Beow. I guess the play call was heave a deep three. That one just off the mark. Patriots come away with it. They're going to fix that scoring. They are saying it was a long two from Jersey Cool a little bit earlier on here in the first quarter. So the score is 2-0, not 3-0. And now we've got yet another jump ball. We'll be bringing you scores and times off our Gales Gas Service scoreboard today. Patriots inbound underneath their own hoop. Quickly pushed in, and it was intended for Emerson Robertson, and Emery Larson was right there to steal it. Lennox Dupree with almost dribbled twice on that carry up the floor. Now Addison Soma has it. Kicked to Larson in the corner. Wide open for three. Off the side iron. No good. Fortuitous bounce right to Graceland Taylor. She can't get it to go off the glass, but she is fouled. And she will head to the line for the first time this afternoon. You know, we were supposed to tip this game off about an hour ago. But some apparent issues with the team bus coming from Sioux Falls. You know, we pulled into the parking lot. There was a big South Dakota Coyotes cruiser out there. First free throw on the way for Graceland Taylor goes down. I said, you know, I know this is a good Governors team, but if they have to play the South Dakota Lady Coyotes this afternoon, that might be their toughest test of the season. Second free throw on the way, knocked down by Taylor. We're tied up at 2. What a beautiful day outside. Great day inside for basketball. Here come the Lincoln Patriots back the other way. That layup is no good for Jersey Cool. She had a fast break opportunity. A little bit too strong. Patriots able to hold on to the possession, though. Now Addison Soma going to get whistled for a foul. She is working on Kenya Harris down there. Harris, the tallest player out on the floor for either team, standing at 6 feet tall. So this inbound will come from Emerson Robertson underneath along their own baseline. She's going to get it into Harris. Harris at the top of the key, picked up by Soma. Given off to Lubavitch. Lubavitch dribbling with the left hand. Pump fakes a pass to the corner. Now back up to the top of the key for Hazel Jensen, who's checked into this ball game. Pass down low, intended for Kenya Harris. She couldn't control it, falling out of bounds, and that'll be another Patriot turnover. A little bit of a slow start here. We're only 3 minutes into this ball game, but the Govs not really in any sort of rhythm yet. Kind of expected after last night's late finish. Here's an inside shot from Lennox Dupree. That's off the side iron, no good. Richter fighting for the rebound. She is, well, I guess they are going to call this a jump ball. Adeline Roth's got in there to tie up with Grace Richter. Looked like Roth's had Richter around the arm and not really on the ball, but they call it a jump anyway. We'll stay with the Govs. Dupree's got it on the left side wing here. Now dribbles back towards the top of the key. Points with her left hand for Richter to cut across. Now feeds Soma on the elbow. Kicked out to Taylor for three. That's off the front iron, no good. Bounces up into the air, and Lennox Dupree right there for the rebound. Emery Larson from NBA range knocks it down. So Emery Larson had 5 3-pointers last night, was the leading scorer for both teams. A key part of that win, and now Richter with some nice defense steals it away from Lubavitch and lays it up with the left hand. So we're waiting for the Governors to get into a rhythm. Seems they might have found something here. 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. Govs lead 7-2. Hazel Jensen picks up her dribble, now bounces it through to Harris. Harris drives the baseline, tries to go up for the layup. Grace Richter caught the loose ball, but looked down, realized she was standing out of bounds. Addison Soma will take a seat. Molly Olson checks into the game for the first time this afternoon. Passes into Lubavitch. Lubavitch kind of traversing along and now puts up a left-handed shot. Can't get it to go. Gets her own rebound. Doesn't get the putback, and now we've got another jump ball. Madeline Ross ties up Lennox Dupree. Governor Faithful here in the crowd wanted an over the back. The fans were none too pleased, I would say, with the officiating last night. The officials did a great job, but there was just a lot of energy in the building, and it was a physical game. So they might still be a little bit charged up. Richter being thrown off by Lubavitch, and now we got an offensive foul, and Lubavitch is in danger of maybe getting a technical here as she bounced the ball back to the official. And she did so with a lot of angst, and that bounce back to the official was, I'm honestly quite shocked there was not a technical foul issued there. We've seen technical fouls issued for much less. Lubavitch quickly apologizing to the official, understanding what she did was maybe not the right reaction, but the Govs back to work here. Dupree in the corner, kicks back up to Emery Larson. Larson heaves a three from the top of the key. That's no good. Now a fight for the loose ball is stripped away by Richter, and now another jump ball. .312 to play, still 7-2 on our Gales Gas Service scoreboard. Govs out in front. And the intensity picked up quite quickly here in Riggs High. Jim, as Lennox Dupree tries to go up, and that one is tied up, and yet another jump ball. Lubavitch will inbound. Patriots get it in, and now dribbling forward with it. Here's a kick to Poole, who swings it quickly. Now Lubavitch down low, lays it up, and can't get it to go, but is fouled. So Lubavitch on that offensive foul was calling for the ball. Now, this is a couple plays ago, but we'll go back as she's at the line for the free throws. She kind of moved Grace Richter off with her right arm, moving her out of the way as she knocks down the first free throw. Richter ended up falling down. It was an offensive foul, a good call by the officials, but Lubavitch didn't agree and surely let the officials know. Now, she missed the second free throw. Now, an offensive foul called down low. They're going to get Adeline Roths on that one. Seven to 3, under 3 minutes to play, opening quarter here on a gorgeous Saturday afternoon. Taylor drives in, picks up her dribble on the right side elbow, tries to feed it back to Lennox Dupree. That will cross the midcourt line, and over and back is the whistle. Well, if Lubavitch did anything, she got the crowd into it here early. Lubavitch is a really fun player to watch. 5'10" senior. Physical player. Good mind for the game. I think she's a player that Zach Wessels wishes she could buy another year of eligibility. And speaking of Zach Wessels, he's going to call a timeout as Emery Larson and Grace Richter trapped the Lincoln Patriots up top. Timeout sponsored by Coca-Cola Bottling. We'll be back in 30 seconds after this short break on River 92.7.
We offer comprehensive mental health services, including medication management. With offices in Pierre and Winter, we provide in-person and telehealth appointments to fit your schedule. Whether you're managing anxiety, depression, stress, or other concerns, our compassionate team is here to help. We are currently accepting new clients, so take the first step for better mental health today. Call Dakota Behavioral Health at 605-702-6769 or visit dakotabh.com to schedule your appointment.
Fentanyl is a powerful... Back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union press box.
I keep reminding myself, we are on River 92.7 this afternoon. So used to calling our girls' games on KGFX. No boys' game this afternoon. Brian Oakland is hunkered down in the DRG Media Group World Headquarters this afternoon, reporting on wrestling, and we got to travel. That's going to be against Hazel Jensen. She got the pass, never started to dribble, but started moving up the floor towards midcourt. So now the Govs and Lennox Dupree will bring it forward. Govs trying to get some offensive rhythm going. It's tough to get a rhythm and get in a flow when you got this many jump balls. Emery Larson trying to answer that with a three-pointer. That's off the mark. Rebound is pulled down by Casey Adler. Adler forward with it. Swing to Roths on the far side wing. Down low to Lubavitch. Lubavitch hops in the lane, now kicks it out to the corner. Patriots back to work. Inside for Ross. Swung to Adler on the right side wing. Thought about three. Now here's a three from the other side for Hazel Jensen, and she knocks it down. Just some good outside shooting going for the Patriots, keeping them hanging around here in the first quarter. quarter. 7-6 is the Govs lead. Again, that first three-pointer was whistled back to a 2. That long 2 was made by Jersey Cool. And now the Govs turn it over yet again. Here's Adler moving forward, dribbling with the right hand. Graceland Taylor kicks that pass intended for Hazel Jensen out of play. It'll be Lubavitch to inbound right in front of the Govs bench. Adler dribbling with the right hand, feeds it into Lubavitch, who kicks it out to the corner for a Jersey Cool three-pointer. That's no good. Lennox Dupree elevates up to get the rebound, and now she is moving down the floor with it. Over to Larson, quick pass inside for Richter. Richter hops to a stop. Ball is outside the arc yet again. Nice pass from Dupree, finds Olsen on the left side corner. That's no good off the top of the backboard, but it wasn't on the top, more so off the edge, so it's not whistled. And now Richter is going to be whistled for a blocking foul. That was against Hazel Jensen, who got the pass. Richter just kind of threw the hip in a little bit too soon. Addison Soma will check back into the ball game. Soma with the one foul. Molly Olsen will hit the bench. Molly Olsen did an outstanding job filling in for Graceland Taylor when they were on the road in Brookings. Taylor dealing with a bit of an injury. Molly Olsen had a great game. Not only a great game, a great second half. There's a nice pass from Lubavitch inside. Finds Roths. Roths lays it up and in for 2. And the Patriots have a 1-point lead. 8-7 on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard. Shot clock is shut off. 20 seconds to play in the opening quarter. Lennox Dupree is eyeing up her lunch here. Dribbling with the right hand, figuring out what she wants to do. When we get to 10 seconds, quick pass to Larson, gives it right back to Dupree. Dupree over to the corner. Graceland Taylor thought about 3 from the corner. Now swings it back to Lennox. Lennox knocks it down from the free throw line at the buzzer. At the end of the first quarter, as the Govs in front, 9-8. We'll be right back after this short break with second quarter action. You're listening live on River 92.7 and watching on drgnews.com.
With Medical Clinic, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
Explore the 2023 Lincoln Navigator at Capital City Ford in Lincoln. Every time you approach your Lincoln, you'll receive a re-carpet welcome. Twin turbocharged 3.5 V6 engine with auto start-stop technology, you'll travel confidently with technology that meets all your needs. Now you can get the 2023 Navigator for 5.9% at 72 months. Stop in to see the full vehicle lineup at Capital City Ford in Lincoln. Capital City Ford in Pierce, South Dakota.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe.
Out of the quarter break, 9-8. Govs out in front after Lennox Dupree knocked down the shot from the free throw line at the buzzer. Hello, everybody. Justin Cowart welcoming you back here into the broadcast booth in Riggs High Gym. Lennox Dupree back to work. Quick kick to Larson off the left side. Wing knocks down the 3. That is Larson's second 3 of the ball game. She's got 6 points. Govs stretch the lead to 4. Now they get back to work on defense, hassling Hazel Jensen. Hazel gives it away. Molly Olsen gets in and ties up with Jensen, and that'll be a jump ball. Emerson Robertson also taking some of the responsibility there for that giveaway that turned into the jump. Robertson will be the Patriot to inbound. Lubavitch calling for it as she's working on Molly Olsen. Bit of a size advantage there for Lubavitch. They're going to hand this one off to Robertson, almost tied up by Dupree. Tell you, this Govs defense is swarming, hounding. They never let you get anything easy. Bounce pass down low to Lubavitch with 5 on the shot clock. She puts up the shot, can't get it to go, and a nice play by Adeline Roths. Wow, that was a very, very high IQ and very skilled play. Addison Soma was boxing out Roths, and Soma was trying to let that ball just bounce out of bounds. Roths kind of turns around Soma, throws it down with the left hand, and gets it to go off of Soma's foot. Shot clock did not reset. The shot there quickly in for the Patriots was no good. Govs come back with it. Dupree steps inside the arc. That is her second air ball of the game. And she's got less of a smile than the first time it happened. I think the first time she was a little bit humorous about it. This time she's like, all right, that's enough. We can't keep doing that. Patriots back to work. Still trailing by 4. Lubavitch with a nice pass down low for Cool, who kicks it out. And Emerson Robertson is going to get whistled for the travel. Robertson caught the pass from Cool and tried to start driving down the lane with the left hand, as there was a little bit of an opening there, but she got started a little bit too early. So the turnovers starting to mount up either side. Govs on the offensive end. Taylor kicks it down to Richter, gives it right back. Graceland Taylor can't hit the 3, but Richter right there for the offensive board. Fresh shot clock for the Govs. We'll see how much they use of it. Dupree driving from the near side corner. Cross-court pass to Larson, over to Richter, who gives it to Taylor. Taylor now driving into the lane, puts up the shot. No good. Soma with a strong rebound, and she is fouled, going back up for the 2. Foul kind of changed the trajectory of the shot, so she couldn't knock it down, but one of the Govs' better free throw shooters will head to the line. And I say it seemingly every broadcast, but Soma has a routine that she never veers from. 3 dribbles, a deep squat, and then she fires. She's a great free throw shooter. Misses the first here. Soma had a big hand in that win last night, defending C.C. Morgan on the final shot. Soma's second free throw on the way. This one is nothing but net, and Addison Soma has got her first points of this ball game. Inbounded quickly, and now Emerson Robertson and Lennox Dupree are going to get tied up. And stop me if you've heard this one before. Jump ball, which I shouldn't really be calling it a jump ball because they don't jump, but it's just force of habit. Inbounded to Larson, now kick to the corner for Richter. Richter working on Robertson. Dupree's now got it. Quick swing to Larson. Graceland Taylor drives the baseline, tried to float it in for Soma, a little bit too high and up over her head. Patriots back down the floor with it. Emery Larson picking up Hazel Jensen. Gets it over to Robertson and pickpocketed by Dupree. Dupree down the floor, a couple numbers, and she's pushed in the back as she was trying to feed that inside. They're going to get Emerson Robertson. And so that, because it was a clear path foul, is going to send Lennox Dupree to the line. There was no attempt to make the play on the ball for Emerson Robertson. She just kind of forced her forearm into the back of Dupree, so Dupree knocks down the first. Lennox Dupree hit some crucial free throws last night. As they were up 2 in the final seconds of the game, her free throws made it a 4-point ball game. She knocks down the second with ease. And that was so big because the Colonels last night were able to go down and hit a 3 to make it a 1-point ball game. Had Dupree gone 1 for 2 from the line, it would have tied up or even missed both. That win would have gone to the Colonels. Here's Larson driving in, drawing the contact. Nope, she's going to get called for the travel. Nice job there from Adeline Ross, standing her ground and forcing Emery Larson to take one extra step. 5:40 to play here in the second quarter. 15-8 lead for the home team Govs. Casey Adler dribbling through a couple defenders across midcourt, now looking for a outlet. Gets it off to Roths, who swings it over to Faith Kipaya. Jersey Cool with it, feeding Lubavitch down low. Bounce pass through to Roths. Kicks it to Adler. Adler for 3 from the wing, and that's nothing but net. So the Patriots cut the deficit down to 4. It's a 15-11 lead here for the Govs. Taylor feeding Larson down in the paint. Nice extra pass to Soma. Can't get it to go. Didn't get the favorable roll off the glass. Patriots get the rebound. Pull up with it. dribbling with the right hand outside the top of the arc. Hands off to Adler, and now Graceland Taylor is going to get called for the reach-in. That's the third team foul of the quarter here for the Govs. Or excuse me, they're going to say that's the second team foul. Adler driving with the right hand, dribbling along. Feeds it down low for Lubavitch, who quickly kicks it to Roths in the corner. Here's another three from Kapaya. That's no good. Lubavitch, a strong rebound, gets it to go for two, and a foul. They're going to get Addison Soma for the contact. Lubavitch, that's her third points. She's 1 for 2 from the line. Now 1 for 3. This is the putback, and now a foul going to be called. That'll go against Faith Kapaya. I hope I'm pronouncing that last name correctly. Richter will inbound here for the Govs. Lennox Dupree brings it forward. 4.5 left here in the first half. Govs just trying to size up this Patriots defense, find where the lane is, create an open shot. Taylor had it wide open at the top of the key. Normally she takes that, but gives it up. Dupree has it on the right side wing, trying to feed Soma down low. That goes through her hands, and that's picked off by the Patriots. Paya, forward, foul. They'll get Lennox Dupree on the contact. Patriots can tie this thing up at 15. First free throw coming. And that's good. Faith Kapaya with the interesting spelling of her first name, F-E-A-T-H. She knocks down the second, ties it up at 15. Hey, a 5'7" junior, another great player for this Patriots team, and it's a good thing for Zach West, who's coming off the bench. It's always great when you've got players like Kapaya that can come off the bench, give you great minutes. Here's Richter with a shot off the front iron, no good. And much like the Colonels last night, Govs just not able to find their rhythm here in the first half. A lot of missed shots. They're getting open looks. They just can't seem to knock them down just yet. Kapaya fouled hard in the lane, and Addison Soma looking around. Her feet were set. That's her third foul for Addison Soma. His first free throw is off the back iron. No good, so we remain tied at 15. Soma will take a seat with the 3 fouls. Molly Olson back into the game. Paya's second free throw is up and no good. So the Patriots can't get the lead for the just second time here today. We remain tied at 15, 3:30 to play in the first half. Molly Olson down along the baseline, bounces it out to Emery Larson, far side. Corner three is nothing but net. Third three of the ball game for Emery Larson. And I'll tell you, if some other Gov doesn't start stepping up, she's going to leave here with her second player of the game shirt in as many nights. There's another foul called against Grace Richter. They're going to get her for the contact on Lubavitch coming up the floor. Govs find themselves in the bonus, and Lubavitch will head to the line. Lubavitch and hit the first, so that's now 1 for 4 from the line for Kiera Lubavitch. Second on the way, quickly fires and knocks it down. 4 points for Lubavitch, 18-16, 2-point deficit for the Patriots. Govs looking to extend the lead here on this trip. And they won't be able to do it on this trip. Graceland Taylor called for a travel. So again, it's maybe this early afternoon start after the late night finish for the Govs. It's kind of hard to charge that emotional battery that quickly. There's a pass for Lubavitch, cross court intended for Casey Adler, and that one glances off her fingertips. Thought Emery Larson might have contacted that one, but they're going to say off the Patriots. And now with under 3 minutes to play, Govs And the offensive possession back. Here's Dupree pulling up from the top of the key, knocking it down. Man, she just stepped up to the line with ease, knowing she was going to shoot it. Patriots played a little bit off of her, and she made them pay. Here's Capaya down low on the other end. Strong finish underneath with the left hand for Faith Capaya. Comes back Dupree from the parking lot, in and out. Emery Larson chases down the loose ball. Back to Dupree, who swings it back to Larson. She tries for three, and that's off the sidearm. No good. Gets her own rebound. A fortuitous bounce out to her. Dupree inside in the paint. Off balance. Shot is good off the glass. So the rhythm has been found by the Govs. They lead by 5, 23-18 here with 2 minutes to play in the second quarter. Dupree trying to pick off the pass. She couldn't get to it, but she forces Jersey Cool to have to change her direction and her positioning, and that goes off of her hand and out of bounds. So another turnover forced by the great defense of the Governors. And they're back to work offensively. Cross-court pass to Dupree. Dupree along the baseline is fouled, and they're going to get out of the line wrongs. That's the 4th team foul for the Patriots, so one more will send the Govs to the line for the remainder of the first half. Kenya Harris will check back into the game. I'm a little bit surprised at how much time Kenya Harris spent on the bench. She's back in quickly into Richter, and a strong shot from Richter right in the face of Kenya Harris will go down. Patriots trying to beat the press of the Govs. Gracelyn Taylor comes up from behind and steals it away from Capella. Then dives as it's going out of bounds and saves it up to Lennox Dupree. 2 great plays and one little fell swoop there for Gracelyn Taylor. Now let's see if she can get 3 on the other end. How about for Gracelyn Taylor? Timeout is called. What a little stretch there for Miss Gracelyn Taylor, getting it going for the Govs. The 5'5 senior has found it. We've got the timeout, and we'll take it with him. We'll be back in 30 seconds after this short break. Our Coca-Cola bottling timeout. We'll be right back.
New online loan application. You can go to our website and apply for a loan when it's most convenient for you. We make getting loan approval fast and easy. Our local lenders are available to assist you if you have any questions. We make it pain-free to get that loan you've been wanting. We're an equal housing lender. Oahe Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union since 1955. Federally insured by NCUA.
The best way to get through
Welcome
winter
back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union press box.
Out of the Coca-Cola bottling timeout, the Govs have extended the lead to 10 with 1:23 to play on our Gales Gas Service scoreboard, 28-18. And what a stretch there from Gracelyn Taylor. The press was on. Gracelyn Taylor pickpocketed Faith Capaya and then went for the loose ball, dives out of bounds, saves it with the right hand underneath the basket to Lennox Dupree. Govs come down the floor, and then Gracelyn Taylor, who was trailing, found herself wide open for 3 and knocked it down. So kind of a one-man band right there. Another steal here for the Govs. This time it's Dupree. Pass to Larson. Can't get the layup to go, but Richter was there for the rebound. Richter's got it back. Good ball movement outside. They find Dupree open for 3. That's no good. Richter fighting for the rebound. Saved by Olsen. 1 foot inbounds. Olsen saved it. Now she wants 3 from the corner. And that's no good. Looks like Kenya Harris might have gotten a little bit of contact. No, a whistle. They're going to get Gracelyn Taylor for a foul. Nope. They'll change that call. They're going to say white 23. That belongs to Grace Richter. And now Richter is in foul trouble. She's got 3. So the 2 key inside players for the Governors, Addison Soma and Grace Richter, both holding 3 fouls. Faith Capaya will head to the line to try to make this an 8-point ball game. First free throws up and rattles home. Mackenzie Flotmeyer will check in for Richter. So, if anything, we'll get to see some more Molly Olsen and Mackenzie Flotmeyer here this afternoon. Second free throw goes down for Capella. Under a minute to play. 28-20. Govs out in front. Give it off to Flotmeyer. Gives it right back to Dupree. Dupree had a window for a moment, but now finds Larson at the top of the key. Knocks it down. Fourth three of the game for Emery Larson. She's got 12, and the Govs lead by 11. Adler quickly forward, forced to pass down low, picked off by Dupree. Full court pass up ahead for Larson. She's going to turn it back out as she ran out of room, but gets it up to Taylor. Taylor drives the lane, finds herself right in front of the basket, and floats it in for two. Flurry of points coming here for the Govs late in the first half. Gets them out to a 33-20 lead. 13 seconds to play, and Lubavitch is called for a travel. So now the Govs can really open this thing up here. With 12.8 left in the first half, they lead by 13, have a possession, shot clock shut off, and a timeout is taken by Kirk Beow. It'll be a 30-second Coca-Cola bottling timeout. We'll take it with them and be back in half a minute after this short break.
Taking care of your spring. And Grossenberg has new Honda walk-behind self-propelled mowers in stock. 3 models to choose from, residential up to commercial grade, starting at $900. Each mower features a powerful, reliable Honda GBC 200 engine, cruise control, and roto-stop technology that allows you to step away from the mower without stopping the engine. Get ready for spring with a new Honda mower from Grossenberg. Stop by one of our 9 locations today or go to grossenberg.com for more details.
Back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union press box.
The Coca-Cola bottling timeout. Kirk Beow wanted to talk it over with his team, draw up a final play for this final 12.8 in the first half. Hello, everybody. Justin Cowart welcoming you back into the broadcast booth. It's a 33-20 lead for the Govs. As they try to extend here, Taylor will inbound. Looking, finally gets it into Flotmeyer. Left-handed shot is off the mark. And now the Patriots are back forward with it. Here's Kapaya driving. Nice little side step, but it's blocked by Dupree at the rack. Lubavitch gets the rebound, and now we've got an injured Patriot down on the floor. And that's a bad look here. Casey Adler is down face into the hardwood. Oh, no, we can only hope the best for Adler as she starts to get up. We'll see, and hope she's all right. We'll check in on her, but we welcome you into the halftime, which is sponsored by the Wealth Partners Ameriprise Financial. We'll get into all the first half action, take a look at some scores from around the state, and get you set up for the second half. We'll be back with the halftime show after this short break. You're listening to River 92.7 and streaming on drgnews.com.
Ameriprise Advisors. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your team or reach the region and state. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Todd Sandel today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
At Ringneck Energy, their mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of their investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida, South Dakota. Call 605-945-6900 or check ringneckenergy.com. A proud supporter of local schools and wishes all students the best of luck in all their activities during the school year, creating economic opportunities in our community.
Back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union press box.
Interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Oahe Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do.
Oahe Federal Credit Union.
Welcome into the Wealth Partners Ameriprise Financial Halftime Show. Hello, everybody. I'm Justin Cowart. Govs out in front after the first half of play, 33-22. Let's take a look around the state at some other scores going on this afternoon. Perfect Saturday for some, of course, the Saturday that it turns to 53. All the action's going on inside. We'll check in on the girls' side. Only a couple AA games underway here. This one here, and Brandon Valley leading Harrisburg 36-17 with 7 minutes left in the third quarter there. On the boys' side, two games coming up today. These will be later tonight. Sturgis Brown versus Belle Fourche. That one tips at 8 o'clock. Rapid City Christian versus Spearfish will tip off at 8 o'clock as well. Coming up for the Govs as we look ahead at the rest of the regular season. After they wrap up here with Lincoln, they will take on Sioux Falls Jefferson here in town on the 25th. That one will tip off at 7 o'clock. Then they'll go on the road to Sioux Falls Roosevelt on the 38th. I'll be out there with them. And then they come back to close out with Watertown. And, for the first half for the Governors, it took a little bit to get going, as we might have, we expected a slower start. They definitely got it going there late in the second half. Emery Larson has been outstanding as usual from the outside. And she just kind of kept the rhythm from last night, it seems. She's already got 4 3-pointers here in the first half, 12 total points for her. 7 points for Gracelyn Taylor, who had an outstanding finish to that first half. She got a steal, got an amazing save falling out of bounds. And then on the ensuing possession, she went down and knocked down the 3-pointer. And that's just a perfect description of Gracelyn Taylor. She gets a steal, gets the save, and then gets the 3-pointer, kind of all doing it on her own there. Lennox Dupree started to get things going as well, as she hit one shot from the outside, hit 2 free throws as well, and she has got 9 points here in the first half. Emery Larson leading both teams in scoring. Well, the teams are exiting the locker rooms and are going to get going here to get warmed up for the second half. For the Govs, I think they just need to kind of keep that rhythm and keep playing like they did in that second quarter, and the things should fall into place. That's the thing about this Governors girls squad, is they are lethal from the outside, and they can just go on these little stretches and these little runs where, it could be a 5-point game, and they get into a rhythm, hit a couple baskets, and then you'll look up, and they're leading by 20 all of a sudden. You're like, wait a minute, how did that happen? But it all comes from the great defense, the great active hands, and the great shooting from the outside. So we'll see if the Govs can keep that going in the second half. We're going to take one more break, and we'll get you back for this third quarter getting underway. You've been listening to the Wealth Partners Ameriprise Financial Halftime Show. We'll be back in 3 minutes with the tip-off of this third quarter on River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
Ready to gain an edge in your career? Tide Machinery's Service Technician Apprenticeship Program is designed for anyone wishing to become a diesel mechanic working on Case IH equipment through full-time, on-the-job training. Enjoy hands-on work experience, learn from factory-trained service experts, and apply your knowledge from school directly to your work with this unique program opportunity. Become a titan in the industry and grow with a dealership that invests in you at Tide Machinery, Highmore, Miller, and Pierre, your local Case IH dealer. Visit TitanMachinery.com/careers to learn more.
The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Wow, Bill, you're walking so much better. What did you do?
Well, I got so tired of the pain and nearly fell. And one of my friends recommended physical therapy at Winter Physical Therapy. And you know what? My back also stopped hurting.
Huh. So how did you get started?
My doctor wrote me a referral, but that's not always needed. Turns out you always have a choice where you want to go.
So why did you choose Winter Physical Therapy?
I love to support our locally owned small businesses. And quite frankly, they give great personalized care.
Winter Physical Therapy. Exceptional care.
That moment when you
Welcome
realize...
back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Start of the second half here. Moments away. Govs out in front 33-22. Welcome back, everybody, to River 92.7's regional high school basketball coverage. Between the Govs and the Sioux Falls Lincoln Patriots, I'm Justin Cowart. Got William Wilson back in the DRG Media Group World Headquarters keeping us up on air. And if you're watching on drgnews.com, give a big tip of the cap to Mr. Brian Menning. They're reading out some wrestling updates here in the building. Brian Oakland is on that duty this afternoon. You can listen into the reports all day on KGFX. And this second half starts with a Graceland Taylor steal. Here's a deep three from Lennox Dupree. She knocks it down. That's a good start to this third quarter. Richter almost follows it up with a steal of her own. So now just like that, 36-22 is the lead for the Governors. And not even 30 seconds into this third quarter. Across midcourt, Adler, now Lubavitch on the elbow. Lubavitch has it on the block, kicked out. Adler finds herself on the wing open for three. That one, no good. And now a fight for the loose ball between Faith Capay and Lennox Dupree. Alternating possession. Richter will inbound now for the Govs. Dupree's got 2 threes, 2 buckets made, and 2 free throws. She's got 12 points. Here's a three from way downtown. Off the front iron, no good. Soma, strong rebound, and she is fouled by Adeline Roths underneath. So Soma will head to the line, looking to add to her total. Just the lone point. She's got 3 fouls, as does Grace Richter. Those two are going to have to play a little bit more conservative here in the second half. Soma going through the rhythm, and the motions knocks down the first free throw. Roths will take a seat on the bench. Soma toes the line, twirls the ball back to herself, dribbles 3 times, fires, and knocks it down after it took a couple bounces around the rim. Gravity pulls it through, 38-22. Govs up in front. Lubavitch dribbling with the left hand across midcourt. High pass up for Adler. Adler now down onto the block. Kind of passes it around. Addison Soma for Lubavitch, and that one is stolen away. Here come the Govs back the other way. Larson puts up the layup. She was contested, couldn't get it to go. Patriots get it back. Kapaya Young, loses the dribble. Graceland Taylor goes superwoman down on the floor to try to save it. She batted it away, and now that will force another steal for the Govs. Emery Larson takes it away. Nice pass up to Grace Richter, and Richter finishes the steal with the 2-point bucket. All of that was started by Grace Richter diving down onto the floor. Here's another steal by the Govs. Richter again, right place, right time, gets the layup. Emery Larson got the steal. She's now had two steals and now 2 assists in the last 2 plays. Govs leading by 20, and now a timeout is taken by Zach Wessels, as he's going to try to stop the bleeding here. It will be a 60-second timeout. We will take it with him. Our timeouts are sponsored by Coca-Cola Bottling. We'll be back in 1 minute after this short break on River 92.7 and DRGnews.com.
Health is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
For over 70 years, Pitt's Design Build has earned our reputation locally for serving communities across South Dakota. We provide design and building services for schools, hospitals, churches, commercial offices, multifamily housing, and so much more. Pitt's Design Build is conveniently located in Pierre, Mitchell, and Sioux Falls to serve you and your organization. We bring value to our clients by facilitating the design and/or construction process. Give us a call today and check us out at pittsdesignbuild.com for a free building consultation.
The corner station get back to the Owyhee Federal.
Out of the Coca-Cola bottling timeout, Patriots get back to work on offense, trailing by 20 points. Lubavitch down low, turns around on Soma and gets the favorable roll in through the hoop. Nice finish there by Lubavitch. Lennox Dupree brings it across midcourt, swings to Taylor, who finds herself wide open and knocks down the 3. You can't leave Graceland Taylor with any sort of daylight. She's going to make you pay, and did so there. Lead now 21 for the Govs. Up to Robertson. Robertson to Lubavitch. Lubavitch loses the dribble thanks to an Emery Larson poke away. It's up for Richter, who gives it to Larson, who gives it back to Richter. She can't get the point-blank layup to go. Tell you what, she takes that 20 times. She makes it 19. Patriots back with it. Feed down low. Good hands by Molly Olson. Jars it away. Here comes Richter back down the floor. And she's going to get whistled for a travel. She picked up the dribble, took a step, and then did the jump hop. 45-24 on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard. 5:13 to play in the third quarter. Governors out in front comfortably. Got their 10th win of the season last night, looking for their 11th, and they've got another steal on defense. That time, Molly Olson took it away. Taylor, cross-court pass to Richter. Back to the top of the key for Dupree. Gives it off to Richter again. Now Graceland Taylor has it, cutting down into the lane, loses the dribble. Keeps it alive, though. Now Emery Larson on the right side wing. Can't hit the 3. Nice bounce right out to Richter, but she loses the handle, dribbles it out of bounds off her knee. Richter will take a seat. Addison Soma back into the game for the Govs. Richter looking a little bit displeased after the last minute or so. She'll be able to catch her breath, collect herself as the Patriots get back to work, and Emery Larson with another steal. Flurry of steals here to start the second half for the Governors. Dupree thought about taking a 3 from Watertown there. Sides better, gives it off to Taylor, who bounces it through to Olson, and Olson was wide open underneath and lays it up and in. 23-point lead here for the Govs, trying to get to that running clock. Robertson gets it taken away by Dupree. Larson comes away with the loose ball and goes coast to coast for the layup. Believe it or not, that's just Emery Larson's first 2-point bucket of the afternoon. She's got 14 points. All the other points came from outside the arc. Dribbling with it is Hazel Jensen. Tried to feed it in for Lubavitch, but she started cutting, and Molly Olson was the only one there. She got the steal. Dupree forward, sheds the blocker Harris, and turns around and lays it off the glass. 51-24, 27-point lead by the Govs. They're just speeding up the clock of the Patriots, getting them to make bad decisions and generating a lot of steals out of it. Harris can't get the layup to go, but she gets the own rebound. Now kicks out to Lubavitch, who swings to Robertson. Robertson knocks down a much-needed three for the Patriots. She's on the board for the first time tonight is the 5'6" sophomore Emerson Robertson. Dupree across midcourt. We've got 3 minutes to play in the third. Taylor dribbling with the left hand. She's going to get contacted there by Hazel Jensen. Second team foul for the Patriots in this third quarter. Emery Larson to the bench. Mackenzie Flottmeyer, Jasmine Yost into the game. Graceland Taylor, the other Gov, checking out. Jasmine Yost into the game for the first time here this afternoon. Yost waiting patiently. Now gets it into Flottmeyer, who cut around the outside of the arc to Jasmine Yost's right side. Flottmeyer on the left side wing with it now. Picks up her dribble. Hassled by Emerson Robertson. Now feeds Addison Soma inside. We've got another tie-up. Addison Soma tied up by Hazel Jensen. Possession arrow favoring the Patriots. So it'll be Lubavitch to inbound. Patriots just trying to stay away from the running clock here. That's a 30-point deficit will institute the running clock. They trail 51-27. There's an Emerson Robertson three. She just hit one from that exact spot, but this time misses all of the rim. Jasmine Yost was there to clean up the rebound. Lennox Dupree with it forward off to Flottmeyer. Flottmeyer picks up the dribble, hands off to Soma. Soma over to Dupree. Dupree driving with the left hand up to Molly Olson. Now kicks to Jasmine Yost. Yost pump fakes a three, steps inside with a couple dribbles at the free throw line. Can't hit the shot, but chases down her own rebound. Great effort there from Jasmine Yost, knowing her own shot, knowing where it was going to careen off to. Now Molly Olson tries for three and knocks it down. Quietly, Molly Olson is a great outside shooter. I think a lot of teams underestimate her ability to hit down the deep shot. And they did there, 54-27. Here comes Lubavitch driving down in the lane, draws the contact on Molly Olson. Couldn't hit the shot, but will head to the line to try to make up for it there. And they're going to change the foul. They're going to give this one to Addison Soma. That is her fourth foul. So Lubavitch with a couple dribbles. The left-handed shooter fires the first free throw, knocks it down. 1:49 to play in the third quarter. Lubavitch hits the second. She goes 2 for 2 from the line, and Wessels wants to take a timeout. It'll be a 60-second Coca-Cola bottling timeout. We'll take it with them and be back after this short break on River 92.7.
And the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierre, South Dakota. At the quarter station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The quarter station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the quarter station and the Crossing.
DRG Media Group Sports is the official voice of the Pierre Governors.
Our hash mark over the middle and wide open at the 30-yard line. Carter shuffle by and touchdown. Here's Olsen. Plenty of time. 3 seconds. Gets to shoot, and it's good for 3.
From football, volleyball, and soccer to basketball, wrestling, and softball, follow the Pierre Governors on the official voice of the Govs, River 92.7, and also on the River 92.7 page of the DRG News smartphone app and drgnews.com.
Briggs Trucking and Construction. Back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union press box.
54-29, Govs way out in front with under 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. They will start with the possession here. Lennox Dupree up forward with it. Off to Jasmine Yost. Yost on the elbow kicks out to Flottmeyer. Swinging to Dupree on the left side wing. Up back to Soma at the top of the key. Soma picks up the dribble. Now trying to shoulder away Kenya Harris. Giving off to Flottmeyer. Now Jasmine Yost trying to turn the corner. Ball jarred loose for the moment by Jensen. Picked up by Dupree. Dupree trying to knife through the lane. She goes up hard, and that's blocked by Lubavitch. Patriots come away with the rebound. Jersey Cool picked up by Jasmine Yost. Handed off to Lubavitch. Lubavitch coursing around with the left hand. Found herself up in front of the basket. Couldn't get the bucket to fall. Now under a minute to play. Dupree up with it forward. 25-point lead for the Govs. Trying to extend. Soma hands off to Dupree. Soma set a screen for Dupree. Had some room to take a three, but she gave it up. Back to work. Nice feed from Soma down low for Flottmeyer. She couldn't get the finish. Couldn't ask for a better pass from Addison Soma. Now Flottmeyer with a kind of a cheap foul. Down on Hazel Jensen. No, not really a need for that foul. Not sure why she contacted her there, but they'll play on. Good call by the officials. Emerson Robertson dribbled off her leg, and then Lennox Dupree saw the opportunity and got the tie-up. Great play and awareness there from Lennox Dupree. So that wins back the possession for the Governors. 28.6 to play here in the third period. Dupree in no hurry here. With the shot clock shut off. We'll see who takes this final shot of the third quarter. Time winding down. Under 10 seconds. Now Dupree starts to drive. Steps back, cuts through the lane. She is fouled by Hazel Jensen. And with 5 seconds left, Dupree will head to the line. Dupree has got such a great knack for just finding soft spots in the defense. Even when there really aren't any soft spots, she creates her own. She does an outstanding job cutting through defenders. She knocks down the first free throw. 55-29. Trying to make this a 27-point lead. Dupree rattles out. No good on the second. 2 seconds. Lubavitch from half court. Off the front of the rim. Almost got it to go. But that brings us to the end of the third quarter. 55-29 is the lead for the Govs. They're cruising here on this Saturday afternoon. We'll be back with the fourth quarter right after this break on River 92.7.
Fort Pierre provides quality freight transportation services, cargo hauling, excavation, and demolition services. They also specialize in dirt and gravel work for everything from commercial work to new construction. Briggs Trucking and Construction will haul everything from light poles to farm and agricultural supplies. The bigger the job or the bigger the load, the better, as that is where their expertise really shines. Contact Briggs Trucking and Construction at 605-280-2848 or email them at cbriggs25@pi.midco.net to visit about your next project.
Graham Tire of Pierre is your premier hometown shop, specializing in tires to fit vehicles, from ATVs to large farm equipment and everything in between. At your tire store next door, you can find a plethora of brand name tires that range from 4 to 10 ply and much more. Our highly skilled technicians can handle brakes, heating, and air conditioning. Call us today at 224-8643 or visit us at grahamtire.com. Graham Tire is a proud sponsor of Pierre and surrounding communities' local activities.
Scott Darno with Lee Real Estate. Back to the Owyhee Federal
of Highway Safety. River 92.7, KGFX FM, Pierre. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Fourth quarter starts with an Emerson Robertson three. That is off the mark. Govs leading 55-29. Hello, everybody. Justin Cowart welcoming you into the broadcast booth. We've got the great William Wilson back on the board this afternoon. Brian Menning on the camera if you're watching on drgnews.com. Govs back to work. Mackenzie Flottmeyer with it on the floor. Jasmine Yost dribbling, handing off. Molly Olson feeding Soma down low. She's going to get contacted by Harris. Jordan Kirky also into the game for the first time here this afternoon. We don't get to see Jordan Kirky a lot. But with the Govs out in front by 26 in this fourth quarter, we'll likely see some newer faces. Molly Olson tried to inbound. What a play there by Jersey Cool. She stuck her paws up there, ripped out the inbound pass, and generates the steal. And now Lubavitch is going to get called for the offensive foul, setting the screen against Jasmine Yost. The moving screen. To be more specific, Lubavitch just kind of stuck the left shoulder out there as Jasmine Yost was trying to cover her assignment. Officials saw it, Govs back to work. Molly Olson up to the top of the key for Soma. Soma's going to hand off to Yost on the right side wing. Kirky's got it. Nice feed down low from Kirky. Flottmeyer couldn't get the finish. A lot of contact there from Emerson Robertson, but no whistle. Lubavitch up with it here for the Patriots, guarded by Olson. Olson tried to reach in there, get the steal, couldn't get it. Robertson from the corner, driving the baseline, bounce pass through to Harris. Harris is fouled and gets the bucket to go. Even though they're trailing 55-31, Harris was still fired up about that basket, as she should be. That was a great play there from the 6-foot senior guard. Harris can't get the three-point play complete. Soma gets tied up. There was contact around her arm, but they call it an alternating possession. So it'll stay with, or well, go over to the Govs. Thought there might be a foul there. None called. Yost with a float pass up ahead for Mackenzie Flottmeyer here on the near side. Flottmeyer turning the corner. Hands off to Kirky. Yost has got it. Right back to Kirky. Kirky long two. Off the side iron, no good. And that one will travel on out of bounds. Lubavitch will inbound from her own baseline. Quickly gets it into Jersey Cool. Presses on for the Govs. Govs just trying to keep the Patriots away from getting in any sort of rhythm, any sort of groove. There's a kick out to the corner for a Jersey Cool three. That's no good. Strong rebound by Harris. Can't get it to go. Gets her own rebound again. Kicks out to the outside for Jensen, who can't hit a three. Another offensive rebound by Lubavitch, but what a block from Kirky underneath, and she's going to get fouled. Tell you what, Jordan Kirky doesn't get a lot of varsity minutes, just being a sophomore. But when she does, she makes the most of them. Has made a couple great plays here in the fourth quarter for the Govs, including that block and steal there, drawing the foul. Govs back to worst. Yost has it ripped away by Jersey Cool. Pass pushed ahead for Hazel Jensen. Jensen feeding Kenya Harris down low. And Harris will get fouled. See who they whistle here. If that's Addison Soma, that is her fifth. And it is Soma, and she is done for the afternoon. Soma finished with 3 points. Her day is done. Kenya Harris to the line. Squats down, couple dribbles with the right hand, twirls it, fires it, and the first free throw is good. (55-32). 5:49 remaining in the ball game. Second free throw for Harris is on the way and good. Kirky will inbound to Yost. Yost bringing it forward. Stutter step. Now she crosses the midcourt line, bounces through for Flottmeyer. Flottmeyer pulls up a three. That is good for Mackenzie Flottmeyer. Knocking it down. 58-33. Govs are poised. Get their 11th win on the season. Lubavitch dribbling down the floor, trying to feed it into Kenya Harris, and we've got a whistle. Oh. Got my pen down below on some Govs Fateful. See if we can retrieve the pen when we get an opportunity here. Here's Kenya Harris down low. Nice shot by Kenya Harris. She gets it to go for two. 58-35, 5:13 to play. Jasmine Yost up the floor with it. Gives off to Flottmeyer. Flottmeyer thought about taking another three. Now swung over to Jasmine Yost. Marina Bushbaum into the game for the first time here this afternoon for the Govs. Kirky's got it at the top of the key, off to Flottmeyer. Flottmeyer off to Bushbaum. 10 seconds on the shot clock here for the Govs. Nice feed from Yost. Bushbaum finishes it for two. Good passing here for the Govs, and now Kenya Harris will be fouled by Marina Bushbaum on her way up the floor. Luckily, folks, I came prepared. I have an extra pen. If we lose this one, well, I don't know what to tell you. My stats are unofficial as it is anyway, especially now as I'm off to my backup pen. And, yep, we're at the point of a 25-point lead for the Govs where I'm talking about my utensils here. Nice feed inside, and a turnaround layup is good. That's Lubavitch with another nice finish. Kenzie Flottmeyer traversing the outside of the arc, hands off to Kirky. Everybody in this building wanted to see Kirky pull that three. Here's Marina Bushbaum with it off to Olsen on the right side wing. Olsen up to Kirky. Guarded by Lubavitch. Gives off to Flottmeyer. Flottmeyer steps in. Kirky's open if they can find her. Jasmine Yost here on the right side wing. Shot clock under 10. Turnaround left-handed floater. No good for Bushbaum. Out of bounds as Flottmeyer was trying to chase it down. 4:06 to play here in the fourth quarter. Good crowd on hand for a Saturday afternoon ball game. Lubavitch picked up by Olsen across midcourt. Now a couple bodies go down to the floor. Adeline Roths and Molly Olsen now back up to their feet. Jersey Cool off to Roths. Roths turned the corner. Right-handed layup. No good. Harris with the rebound, but her foot was on the baseline. So Jordan Kirky will inbound, standing on the F of the TF Riggs painted along the baseline. Jasmine Yost with a quick pass up ahead for Flottmeyer. A little bit of moisture down there on the floor as Flottmeyer's right foot sliding a little bit. Hopefully someone saw that, and they'll attend to that in our next Coca-Cola bottling timeout. Olsen's got it in the right side corner. Thought about three. Now drives down. Here's a kick out to Jasmine Yost. Yost can't knock down the deep shot. Kenya Harris with a strong rebound. Lubavitch with a push pass up ahead. Jasmine Yost picking up Jensen in the corner. Lubavitch floats it along. Wide open to Jersey Cool. She can't knock down the three, but it pops around, beach balls out to Cool again. Cool picks up the dribble, and we've got, well, no jump ball this time. That's going to be a foul. Waiting to see the number. And I believe they got Mackenzie Flottmeyer there, so that will send Jersey Cool to the line. Cool quickly into her free throw motion and knocks down the first. Under 3 minutes to play on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard. After the second free throw goes down for Cool, it's now a 21-point deficit for the Sioux Falls Lincoln Patriots, 60-39 officially. Flottmeyer off to Yost. Kirky back to Yost. Flottmeyer with a pump fake pass off to Kirky. Here's a three from Kirky. Off the side iron, no good. Adeline Roths all alone there for the rebound. Up the Jersey Cool. Cool across midcourt. Now a hard block set there by Lubavitch. No whistle. The travel is called against the Patriots. Yost went down in a heap after she ran into Lubavitch. And now a host of substitutions coming in for the Patriots. Serena Graff into the game. Faith Capella back in as well. First time seeing Ingrid Reddy, the 5'4" sophomore guard. High pass up through. Jasmine Yost has got it at the top of the key. Picks up the dribble. Cross-court pass to Kirky. Kirky feeds it to Olsen. Olsen takes a three from the corner and knocks it down. Molly Olsen knew that shot was going up the second she caught the ball. That's her second three-pointer of the ball game. And we're under 2 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Govs going to get the win. 63-39 is the score. Casey Adler dribbling. Now a Faith Capella three-pointer is no good. Rebound bounces around and ends up with Jordan Kirky. Yost, quick pass up to Olsen. Olsen thought about three, and now she's stripped away of the ball. Casey Adler's got it. Got nobody in front of her. She's pressured from behind by Olsen. Olsen forces the errant shot. And now we've got a tie-up between Casey Adler and Molly Olsen. And only because Emery Larson was our player of the game last night. She's had another great night here this evening, or I should say afternoon, but got a couple players in the running here for the Cowboy Country Stores player of the game. Another steal by the Govs. Jasmine Yost up the floor with it. We'll get to our player of the game in our post-game show. Stick around after this one goes final. Here's a Flottmeyer shot just inside the arc, no good. And now another tie-up. As we mentioned, the upcoming action for the Govs, they will take on the Sioux Falls Jefferson squad coming up on the 25th. And they go on the road to take on Roosevelt, close out the regular season here at home with Watertown. Trying to just climb up the Region AA leaderboard. Get themselves a home playoff game. My, oh my, how exciting would the environment be for a home playoff game here for the Governor girls. Yost steps inside the arc, under 10 on the shot clock. Flottmeyer heaves a three. She is fouled hard by Ingrid Reddy. There was no attempt by Ingrid Reddy to block that shot. Ingrid just went in and contacted the midsection of Mackenzie Flottmeyer. I don't know if that was, just Ingrid maybe not being happy about being down 63-39. Mackenzie Flottmeyer knocks down the first free throw. But, I mean, you got to at least make it look like you're trying to block the shot. Mackenzie Flottmeyer can't hit the second. It's a dangerous foul there. Mackenzie Flottmeyer got up after the foul, kind of looking around like, what was that? Flottmeyer can't hit the third, but Marina Bushbaum comes away with a strong rebound. Jasmine Yost with it. Hands it off to Kirky. Under 30 seconds to play here in the ball game. 4-second difference in game clock and shot clock. Bounce pass through to Flottmeyer. Flottmeyer at the top of the key. Swings it to Kirky. Off to Yost. Under 10 seconds on the shot clock. What a feed underneath by Jasmine Yost for Jordan Kirky. And Kirky finishes it 4-2. Kirky finds herself on the stat sheet with the 2 points. Beow, coast to coast, can't hit the layup. And this one is final, 66-39. Govs get the win. That's our final on our Gales Gas Service scoreboard. Stick around, folks, for the Family Dental Appear in Gettysburg post-game show. We'll recap all of it for you. We'll be back in a couple minutes with the post-game show. Govs win 66-39. We'll be back right after this.
The team at Family Dental and Pierre
to help you find your dream home. There are 10 things you need to do to buy or sell your home. Number 1, call him at 605-220-2676, and he'll handle the other 9. As your resident realtor on a bike, he will make buying or selling your home feel like a walk in the park, not an Ironman triathlon. Find him on Facebook or email scott@LeeRealEstatePier.com. Lee Real Estate and Scott are proud sponsors of Central South Dakota Youth Sports and Events broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Dakota Pro Air is a locally family-owned business that has been taking care of farmers' aerial needs since 2020. With locations in Letcher and Miller, Dakota Pro Air is able to provide service to a large area. Ground conditions too wet, or just don't want those sprayer tracks in your field? Give Dakota Pro Air a call for all your chemical and fertilizer application needs at 605-248-2314.
Olson Plumbing in Pierre provides complete plumbing and drain cleaning services to commercial and residential customers. Olson Plumbing understands how the simple things in life are often the things we can't live without, and running water is the top of the list. Olson Plumbing offers 24/7 emergency services, and they can be at your location in under an hour in most cases. If you need help with your plumbing system, call Olson Plumbing 605-224-6436.
You asked for it. Nonstop flights between Pierre and Minneapolis. Now you can book nonstop flights from Pierre to Minneapolis and Denver on Denver Air Connection. 1-hour flights on 50-passenger jets with fares starting at just $119 one way. Seats are limited and restrictions apply. Business, pleasure, a game, a winter getaway. It's easy when you fly from Pierre. Visit DenverAirConnection.com/Expedia to book your trip today. Skip the drive. Fly from Pierre Regional Airport. Minneapolis flights begin November 30th.
In a world that's always moving, your journey matters. And at Iverson Auto Group, we're here to get you on the road with a great selection of new and used vehicles and trailers, and keep you on the road with top-notch service, maintenance, and support. Every mile of your journey, the experienced team at Iverson Auto in Mitchell and Huron are here to help. Visit us in Mitchell and Huron or start your search at iversonauto.com to begin your journey today.
Welcome back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union Press Box.
$66-39 is the final on our Gales Gas Service scoreboard. And, this was one the Govs didn't really get their footing in this game until it felt like the second quarter. Let's take you through some of the individual scoring for the Governors. Lennox Dupree finished with 13 points, hit 2 threes from the outside. Emery Larson was the leading scorer, finishing with 14. Grace Richter finished with 8 points. Gracelyn Taylor hit 2 threes from the outside and hit 2 free throws. She finished with 8 points. Well, we'll take a quick look and fill you in on some scores from around the state. Looks like we might have a Gov or two coming up to hop on the headset here in the postgame, which is always a joy. From the girls' side, this one, of course, finishing here 66-39. Brandon Valley ended up beating Harrisburg 63-47 as we look ahead to the schedule later today. 2 more games from Region AA on the girls' side. Sturgis will take on Belle Fourche at 6:30. Spearfish will take on Rapid City Christian at 6:30 as well. And, of course, a little bit later here in our post-game show, we will fill you in on the upcoming season. But real quick, we're going to take a 30-second break, and we'll make it a 60-second break while we get Mackenzie Flottmeyer up here on the headset for the post-game. So we'll be back in 1 minute as we get to talk with the winning governor, Miss Mackenzie Flottmeyer. Maybe even Jasmine Yost will hop on with us as well. We'll be back in 60 seconds with the interviews of the Govs right after this.
Bussey Ford and Highmore, they've been building partnerships for life by treating customers right, offering a low-pressure sales process, no haggling over price, passing low overhead savings on, and providing a Ford-certified service department fixing it right the very first time. If you're looking for a new Ford, a quality pre-owned vehicle, a new or used ATV, or a trailer, stop by Jan Bussey Ford and Highmore and experience the difference.
Jan Bussey Ford, building partnerships for life.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
This is what back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union Press Box. Owyhee Federal.
Here at Gettysburg post-game show, Govs get the win 66-39, and I am joined by Jasmine Yost, who is just dying to hop on the headset here in the post-game. And Jasmine, thank you so much for joining us. Big win. Last night was an emotional victory. Came down to the wire. That one just kind of blew the roof off the place. You have to come back. Talk to us a little bit about how hard it is, a late-night game like that, and then you come into this early afternoon start. That's got to be tough to try to recharge the emotional batteries that quickly.
Yeah, well, we had this experience a couple weeks ago when we had to play T and just to play this game better and play harder, and I think we did that and proved everyone wrong that we could play 3 games in 1 week.
I think so too. And how big of a learning experience was that from that T area game to this point? Because it just felt like maybe you guys, I don't know if it was a lack of focus, if it was a lack of energy or what it was, but it didn't feel like you guys felt like that today.
No, well, we've been talking about it all week and preparing ourselves, and we really worked hard as a team. And I think that's what got us all these wins.
Talking about working hard as a team, we got to see some faces we don't normally get to see out there on the floor, like Miss Jordan Kirky. We got to see Marina Bushbaum a little bit too. How cool is it for you guys to see some of those younger players who play a lot on JV and the sophomore level getting to come up and play at the varsity level with you guys?
It's really great seeing how much they've improved and how much we can work together from JV to varsity and still get it done.
Absolutely. So the regular season is winding down. The biggest goal for you guys is to host a home playoff game here. It would be my first playoff game here in the state of South Dakota. Can you talk about what the atmosphere would be like if you got a home playoff game in this building?
It would probably be packed.
Yes.
It would probably be the pressure's on, and I think we would play our hardest, and I think we could win it.
There's no doubt that you guys will be playing your hardest. A couple more regular season games. That big test last night, but you've got some tough opponents coming up ahead. How do you guys finish this season strong?
Just how we've been going. He wants us to push hard, and I think we've got them all.
I think you guys got them all, too. Well, thank you so much, Jasmine. Congratulations on the big win. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. That was Jasmine Yost, who was kind enough to join us here on the headset. We're going to take one more break. When we come back, we'll wrap this whole thing up here on River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
Century Business. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Being local means more than being just another small-town business. It means showing up for our member owners when they need us, supporting the organizations that empower the next generation of community leaders and agriculturalists, and providing resources to help ensure the communities we live in are here for generations to come. At AgTegra Cooperative, local isn't just about where our locations are. It's about serving our farmers, our employees, and our communities in ways that nobody else will.
Hey, Josie. Welcome back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union Press Box.
Big thanks to Jasmine Yost for hopping on the headset. Big thanks to all of you for joining us this afternoon for some Pierre Governor girls basketball. Big win for the Govs as they improved to 11-6 on the season. 2 big wins in the past 2 nights for this Governor squad. And now they get to take the next couple days off before taking on a 9-9 Sioux Falls Jefferson team on the 25th. That is going to be a very big game coming up on Tuesday, and you know we're going to have the coverage for you as we look forward to that. I want to give a big thanks to all of our great sponsors, but before we do that, we have got to get we got some T-shirts to hand out. We've got some big plays to mention, so let's get to our big play of the game. Before we do that, let's hear a word from our friends at Hermanson Endodontics, who sponsor our big play of the game.
Quality comes first at Hermanson Endodontics. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics strives to provide treatment that's not only comfortable, but also provides the best possible outcome. They do this by effective and timely communication with your dentist and preserving as much healthy tooth as possible using state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre.
And our big play of the game, sponsored by Hermanson Endodontics, was kind of a string of like 2.5 plays, all made by Graceland Taylor. It was a steal that she forced that was started by Emery Larson. They were dribbling down the floor, were the Patriots. Graceland Taylor kind of goes around Faith Kapaya's back, pops it out, jars it loose, then dives along the baseline to make the steal, falling out of bounds, throws it into Lennox Dupree. Graceland Taylor gets up off the hardwood as the ball is moving down the floor, comes up from behind, gets an open look at a 3, and knocks it down. And that was kind of the shift in momentum where the Govs got their footing in. It was like that point right there. They shook off all the tiredness and the feelings of last night, and they really got going. And that was really what it did for the Govs, and that was our big play of the game. So congratulations on Gracelyn Taylor for another nice night playing. I know she hasn't been feeling up to 100%, but she is playing through some toughness, as is everybody on that Govs squad, which leads us into our player of the game. Before we do that, let's hear a word from our great friends at Country Stores, who sponsor our player of the game.
Howdy, partners. Did you know that you can save up to 30 cents on a gallon of gas instantly when you use the Sinclair DinoPay app at all Cowboy Country Store locations? It's true, and it's fast, secure, and simple to use. Just go to your app store and download the green DinoPay app, follow the prompts, and save big money at the pump today.
Convenience from the country, Cowboy Country Stores.
Love that little tagline from Cowboy Country Stores. That's going to be stuck in my head until we get back on KGFX Tuesday evening. Our player of the game tonight from Cowboy Country Stores didn't light up the stat sheet, but boy, did she do a great job on defense, facilitating the ball around. And like I said, she hit 2 big shots, and she is an outside shooter that I don't think a lot of teams pay much attention to, kind of underestimate, and she got the job done here tonight. Congratulations to Miss Molly Olson, who is our Cowboy Country Stores player of the game. She hit 2 big threes, but she did it when it mattered. She came in, got a couple steals, made a couple great saves on the offensive end, putting her body on the line, diving out of bounds, throwing the ball back in play, just made a bunch of huge plays that didn't show up on the stat sheet, but definitely contributed to the win. So congratulations to Miss Molly Olson. She is the proud new owner of a Cowboy Country Stores player of the game t-shirt here tonight. Well, folks, we want to thank you for listening on River 92.7 and remind you we have got always games going across our airwaves at the same time. So download the DRG News app to make your listening experience much more streamlined and much more enjoyable. You can bounce from game to game, and you can also watch all of our games live on drgnews.com. On your way home from the game, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds you that seatbelts save lives. Buckle up every trip. Every time you have got someplace to be. Well, one final look at our Gales Gas Service scoreboard shows the Govs getting the win, 66-39 here on this Saturday afternoon. They will take a couple days, rest up, and get back in action to take on the Sioux Falls Jefferson squad coming up on Tuesday. That one tips at 7 p.m. We will have all the coverage for you. Check in on drgnews.com to get our latest broadcast schedules. Well, as I mentioned, we wanted to give a big thanks to all of our great sponsors who make broadcasting Governor basketball possible. Our friends at Bank West, Beck Motors, Dakota Storm Roofing, Superior Concrete, Live Ticket, Overhead Door, Ranky Gray Wealth Management of Era Orthopedics, Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota, Kruger Contracting, Century Business Products, the Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, Dakota Mart, Access Health, May Adam, TMA, Avera Health, First Dakota National Bank, Slumberland Furniture in Pierre, American Bank and Trust, Pierre Regional Airport, Oahe Federal Credit Union, Ramcota Hotel, Xander Auto Parts, Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, Birding Electric, Bauman Lumber, Wagner Auto, Kathy Sunshine Properties, and Black Hills Federal Credit Union. Well, for Mr. William Wilson back in the DRG Media Group World Headquarters, for Mr. Brian Menning on the camera, I'm Justin Cowart. Thanking you so much for listening to today's broadcast. Big thanks to Bauman Lumber, our video sponsors, Gales Gas Service for sponsoring our sports scoreboard, and a big thanks to all of you for tuning into today's coverage. We will be back next Tuesday night with more Governor basketball. I'm Justin Cowart. Thanking you for listening. Have a great weekend, everybody.
This presentation